Hey, tribe member, you're phenomenal, and welcome to the first week of our 2-month agility-focused training block. So we're still going to be addressing strength and speed and power and endurance, but now we're putting a greater emphasis on agility according to our annual training plan for the training tribe. I have to say this. Coach Jay-Z found this week's workouts to be incredibly zesty. I want to say zesty, zeste. And that's partly because, also known as Daddy Lightning, I might be fast, but I'm not as agile as I once was, and I need to work on that desperately. So I really got my A kicked in doing these exercise demos that we're going to go over, and I would just say have a laugh at me if you need to, but also give you a word of caution to pace yourself, especially in this first week of our agility block. Okay, what we're going to do right away is have a quick description of just exactly what agility is. So before I can even do that, I want to talk about one of the components of agility, which is mobility, and explain how that's different from flexibility. So flexibility is simply the amount of movement capacity or range of motion that you may have at any point in your body. But mobility is your ability to move through that range. Now, where agility comes in is agility combines mobility with stability, and those things operate spontaneously, as well as fluidity, the ability to flow and shapeshift through space and time. And then finally, reactivity. So we can respond to our environment like a cat, like a beast, like a lifetime athlete. So that's agility. That's why we're training it. It's essential for high-level performance. And it also is really tied into the longevity of the beast in terms of quality of life and even fall prevention. So enough said. This week we've got two workouts. We've got the workout A and the workout B, 2 sessions, and I set them up as Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, but you can certainly do whatever you want with that. And actually, if you get 2 of each, it's a pretty good week, pretty doggone good week if you don't mind my saying. So, okay, so workout A, how you're going to warm up is by doing a developmental sequence flow series where you simply get down and then you roll to your right using your left arm to lead that motion, roll back, get back up, get back down. Now you roll to your left using the right arm. Then you also do that using the legs only and not the arms. And it's a great way to warm up and also to check your body and make sure that you can move through all the planes of motion that you have available or should as a human beast. Then in our primary section of workout A, we're going to be doing 3 circuits of a couple of exercises, and how you do that is you do 30 seconds on, or 30 seconds of the exercise, then 30 seconds off or rest before you move to the next exercise. So that's a 30 on, 30 off methodology. We're using circuits, and you're going to do the jump rope, the lateral dumbbell rack position lunge, or the lateral lunge using dumbbells in a rack position. You're going to do push-ups on a single leg. Doesn't matter which one. You can alternate if you need to. You're going to do thrusters with your sandbag and then skater hops with your med ball. What you'll notice is I'm just here talking about the workouts, and you do have them in your text and table format, because later in the video what I did this week, I had a bit more time, so I stitched together all the exercise clips with labels, so you can just flow through it real quickly if you want to check the technique, as opposed to receiving inordinate amounts of cueing from me. Then workout A accessory has actually 3 really great moves, and these are the bear crawl, the crab walk, and the fast feet or pitter-patter drill, done on a board or very, very low box. So how those are going to work, also circuit fashion, only 2 circuits, 15 seconds on, 30 seconds off. These are a little bit more ballistic, and so we want to compress the time we're doing them and also lengthen comparatively the recovery period. So that's workout A, and the tip for this week in workout A is to explore movement, and these movements in particular, with a beginner's mindset. Now moving on to workout B, and that potentially could be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. But whenever you do it is when you do it. You're going to warm up with some mountain climbers done in a no-touch format, so the front foot doesn't touch down, and also with a crossover technique. So in your mountain climber, as you pull that right knee forward, it's going to move towards left elbow. Doesn't have to touch, but that's the motion. 20 times of that, and you can just count it 1, 2, 3, 4, so don't end up doing 40. Then we do the lateral leg lift. This is a great trunk strength, abdominal exercise, works on rotational mobility, and it's safe if you do it the way hopefully you see in my demonstration. Lay flat on your back, get your legs up, keep some bend in the knees, and then use moderately heavy dumbbells to hold yourself stable. And then you can work your legs back and forth, touching down. And again, you can make this as easy as you want by staying very, very flexed and moving minimally, or being almost straight and moving maximally, but definitely use your judgment and your knowledge of your body. Okay, in the main component, or the primary component of workout B, now we're going to switch over to straight sets. And so you know straight sets to be when you perform all the sets of one exercise before you move to the next. And we're going to do 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps, taking unlimited rest as needed. And you can even be very self-selective with your weights. But here's the catcher. You want to stop your set whenever your movement quality starts to move away from ideal. So that may be on an odd number, and I would encourage you not to strive for an even number and just go with what your body gives you and its ability to execute excellence. Okay, here are the moves. They're the bench press, but this time we're going to do them with bench press with legs up. So you're going to have a little bit more of a stack or a flatter back, pelvis, rib cage orientation. Changes how you breathe, changes how you pressurize, but again, just another nice variation on that movement. Then you go to your pull-ups with assist. That can be foot assist. You'll notice in the video, I use an elastic band this time around. Doesn't matter, it's whatever you've got. We go to the goblet squat, and that's ATG, that's to grass, if you know what I'm saying. You can use a heel for a board for heel elevation, or a ramp if you have one, and then also I wasn't using a very heavy weight because we're really working on just this capacity of agility and trying to just own movement before we start putting big loads in. The dumbbell hang clean, that's the next exercise. It's a cool one. You use the dumbbells kind of in a neutral grip, and then you initiate the clean movement up to the catch with dumbbells as opposed to with barbell. Use a moderately heavy dumbbell and get the form. Avoid standing rock solid and trying to curl the weight. That is not appropriate form. Watch the video a couple times to make sure you get that right. And then lastly, in the primary part of workout B, we have the seated overhead press using your elastic band with the feet up. So you've got to lean back a little bit, engage the core, get the balance point. You'll see how I struggled in the video, and then go ahead and rep out your overhead presses. Wonderful move. Okay, now that you've got that done, we're going to go to the accessories. Got a couple of movements, also 3, and these are also going to be done in straight sets. So how you'll do these is you'll do 2 times 5 to 10 reps of each of these exercises. With unlimited rest before you move to the next movement. So again, just working on quality, but just trying to master how you do it. So first thing is the lateral bench hop. So you put your hands on the bench, and then you basically hop or bounce from side to side, tapping the feet. If that feels a little awkward or scary, you can simply step 1 foot at a time up onto the bench and down off the other side. That's a nice progression. But over time, I think you'll have some fun doing the bouncy version of it, and it's not too difficult. Then we've got the frogs, and that's just an interesting way to transfer weight from feet to hands in a forward direction. So you're assuming that frog stance and then walking onto the hands very gently, shall we say. And then finally, we've got low box jumps. So I ended up using a stool that I keep available for that. It could be, you could certainly jump on a height lower than that, or the bottom step of a stairway. Simply work on just jumping up and then stepping back down. Don't jump back down. We're not trying to get too ballistic yet in this program. And again, it's only 5 to 10 reps. So that's workout B. And what you're going to do with workout B is try to identify, just notice any deficiencies that you have in your movement patterns. Don't have to get excited about it. Don't have to do anything yet. But soon we're going to be assessing our bodies and addressing some of these items. Okay, so that's enough of me rambling. The video's coming up next where you'll be able to see the form for each of the movements in workout A and workout B and have a lot of fun with this. Again, first weekend on this block, so be a little bit on the light and cautious side. And again, you are awesome.